North Korea and Russia are deepening their military ties this morning, ratifying a major defense treaty that's considered each country's largest since the Cold War. The pact requires them to immediately provide military aid if the other is attacked and calls to establish a, quote, new world order. This comes as Ukraine prepares to push back on some 50,000 troops to the north in the Kursk region. Ukraine says over 10,000 North Korean soldiers are part of that offensive, a claim that Russia has neither confirmed nor denied. Let's now bring in David Tafuri, former State Department official and a former foreign policy advisor for the Obama campaign. David, thanks for being back with me this morning. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
So let me just look into your crystal ball here. Are you anticipating full-on war to break out in that Kursk region, or is this just a show of force?
I think it's pretty clear that these 50,000 or so troops are amassed for a counteroffensive for Russia to try to take back the Kursk region, which Ukraine has held for 3 months. And what's so surprising is that Russia waited this long to mount a counteroffensive. This is really embarrassing for Russia and for Putin that Ukraine was able to launch this offensive into Russia, to get this deep into Russia and to control this much territory inside Russia. We don't know what's even happening inside that territory because there's not really cell phone coverage. Journalists can't go in there. Reportedly, Ukrainian troops, though, have held the territory without committing the same types of atrocities that Russian troops have committed inside Ukraine. But there's going to be a big battle now if Russia is planning to take it back. And as you mentioned, apparently there's at least 10,000 North Korean troops that are going to participate. North Korean troops have not participated in the fight against Ukraine in any significant way yet. They're untested. Many of them are inexperienced. You have to wonder about the interoperability between North Korean troops and Russian troops. Can they even communicate well with each other? Have they ever practiced operating together? So there could be some big errors on the Russian part here, and there's no guarantee that Russia is going to be successful, even though they've amassed a large group of troops in order to try to take back this territory.
Yeah, I know the arrival of those North Korean troops marked a major escalation in the nearly 3-year war. David, you also brought up timing. I'm just curious, does American politics play into that at all? Biden has 2 months left in office. Trump's about to take over once again. Does that play a role in it, and how might that change the ground game there?
It could play a role. If Putin really wants to take Trump's claim that he's going to solve this very quickly and he's going to get a ceasefire very quickly, you could imagine that Putin wants to take back this territory before there is such a ceasefire. But we don't know if Putin actually is serious about engaging in talks about a ceasefire. And you have to remember that the two sides, Putin and Zelensky, are very far apart in terms of what they are demanding for a ceasefire. So it's at this point unrealistic that Trump is going to achieve his goal of getting a ceasefire within 24 hours. But he said he would start working on it even before he became president. We know he's had phone calls with President Zelensky, and I believe he's also had a phone call with Putin. So perhaps he and his team are starting to work on it. And I do think that would mean that Russia wants to take back this territory before any such ceasefire.
30 seconds left, David. Is Ukraine prepared to take on 50,000 soldiers?
Well, they're dug in this territory. They've been able to hold it and control it for 3 months, but they don't have nearly as many troops as the Russians have now amassed to take it back. So it's not clear. But remember, Ukraine has a lot of other types of support. It has intelligence support from the NATO countries. It has lots of weapons that it can use, at least for short range fighting, and it has drones. And so this will be a test of Ukraine's ability to hold this territory. And notably, Ukraine wants to take more Russian territory. So this will also help determine whether it's able to do that.
I got to end it there. David Tafuri, thank you so much as always. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.